I got my picks for my shit. We're gonna do OMG moment, rivalry of the year, match of the year, faction of the year, breakout superstar of the year, female superstar of the year, and then just superstar of the year.
Okay.
Start with the least important ones.
Gotcha.
Start with OMG moment of the year. I have I have three moments. I have the bloodline turn on Roman. I have Roxanne pop rocks on Ric Flair. I have Gunther retires John Cena.
Okay. Um, I'd say my OMG moments would be Braun Breaker throwing Ilya Dragunov head first through a car window. Or not Braun Breaker. I think that was Karrion
Yeah, that
Kross.
was Karrion Kross. I was about to say.
Yeah, I thought too far ahead. Karrion Kross throwing Ilya head first through a car window. Um, and the second one would be CM Punk nailing Seth Rollins over the top of the head with a steel chair.
How are we gonna decide this? I just
uh,
realized. Should we
just throw it
actually
onto a
make it
wheel.
random? Yeah, I was about to say. uh,
I got you. So this can just be pulled over into this. I do this. Okay, so we had Arian Cross, Threadillia, Windshield. Uh, and then Roxanne hitting Flair with the Pop Rocks. Gunther retiring Cena. And what was the other one?
bloodline turn on Roman.
Okay. Cool. Okay. It's fine. Alrighty, and we spin the wheel. And the OMG moment of the year goes to Punk nailing Seth with a chair shot to the head.
Okay, fuck it.
I mean, it would have been the first time that happened since like the early 2000s.
All right. On to rivalry of the year.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do this. What are yours?
Um, I have three nominees. I have Jay versus Randy, Roman versus Rock, and I don't know why I have this here, but Balor versus Priest.
Okay. Uh, Cross versus Ilya is one for me. I would say Seth and Punk. And then uh, Cora versus Paige.
I'll be honest. I think there's a right answer here.
Of all of these,
I think it's J Randy.
I think it's also Jay Randy.
Yeah.
I think the others are good. Like Cora and Paige was kind of how I let Cora break out into like a star.
Like, I think J Randy just had everything. It had the
Yeah,
holy shit moment. It had the holy shit match. And it just capped off right now with the, oh, this isn't over. Jay just costing Randy the
I'm not
championship at
finished with
Mania.
you.
uh, I'll give it. I say J Randy. I think.
Yeah, Jay Randy. It probably has the full scope of like an entire rivalry.
Yeah.
They had their back and forth with it.
All right. Uh,
Oh, well, I don't know why it didn't come to mind. The other one would be Sammy, Cody, and Drew.
that one took forever.
I don't know why. It's like Drew came to mind at one point, Sammy came to mind. I don't know why I just didn't think of the first 6 months of that universe mode was just those three feuding over the belt.
How you forget about that?
I don't know
Oh, if
because
you
I forgot
forgot
to write
about it,
any of
then
this down.
come on. If you were able to forget about it, then it shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's Jay Randy, but I don't know how I forgot about it. I was like, surely there's something with my world title. Yes, the thing that took up half of the year. It's hell, technically the whole year because Drew and Sammy still fought to the very end.
um, faction of the year now. This one, I don't know. I mean, I have mine. I have my bloodline and undisputed era, but I genuinely don't know. If you're going on accomplishments, maybe bloodline, because they had literally everything.
Roman, well, that's Roman's accomplishments, really.
Listen, he was a member of the bloodline
Um,
at the time, so and
like
they
mine
won
would
the
be either
women's tag
Kabuki.
team championships for a while, and they won the men's tag team championships again.
Mine would either be Damage Control or Final Testament.
Put it in a fucking wheel.
It's the argument for Damage Control is at one point they held like all of the gold that they could possibly hold. Io was champ and the Kabuki Warriors were champs. So the list is Bloodline. I'm gonna be honest, it's not gonna be Final Testament. Cross had his success and so did AOP, but never at the same time. So it's between Bloodline, Undisputed Era, or Damage Control.
And the
And the
winner is,
winners are Undisputed Era.
you know what? They might not have won many championships, but they did win the War Games match where they all came together. They had a big moment. They had a big moment, and the bloodline disappeared for a while there. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Uh, match of the year. Who do you have for your matches of the year?
Um, I would say Seth and Punk at Mania. I would give it to Cora versus Paige, their ladder match for the briefcase on a SmackDown. Um, I think I would just leave it at that. I think those are my two best write ups.
Okay. I have Roxanne versus Charlotte. Jay versus Randy in their who was it? Was it the last man standing? No, it was Falls Count Anywhere. Uh, uh, they're tied together. What the fuck? I forgot what the type of match
Uh,
is.
Bull rope.
Yeah, bull rope
Yeah.
match. Fuck it, I'm gonna throw the triple threat in there that they just had at Mania. The Cena, Orton, Gunther, and I'll throw in the Roxanne Rio WrestleMania match too. Genuinely, I think all four of those probably the best shit I wrote. I don't know which one though.
Um,
And yo,
so
this is
Charlotte versus Roxanne was like the first match. I was like, oh, that was a good match.
yeah, same.
I was very invested in listening to Cena Orton Gunther. Like, that was a good one. Um, Roxanne and Rhea, I felt somehow I feel like me and you wrote very similar matches. Like Roxanne and Rhea and how I wrote Drew and Sammy felt very similar in my mind.
As soon as you open with the fucking Haluva kick, I was like, oh hell no.
Yeah, and
The
then we
same
had the
finish.
shit like around the announce table, and I was just like, Jesus, somehow we have written very similar matches here.
Mine was first. Mine was first on the card.
Mine was written first.
No, no, no. I wrote that one days ago.
um, I really like Seth Punk at Mania because it was like a riding up the story where it's like, okay, Seth finally gets his revenge and nailing Punk over the head with the chair after Heyman had like held him back for like months with it. Cora and Paige was probably my favorite match that I wrote. That was a fun ladder match that had a huge spot to close it out of fucking Paige being shoved off the ladder through a ladder setup on the outside.
Yeah, I don't know what match I choose. I'm gonna be honest. So it's up to the wheel. Unless you have one you want to fucking
For me, it's either going to be Charlotte and Roxanne or it's going to be Cena Orton Gunther. I think one of those two.
fuck it, just put those two on the wheel then.
Yeah, take out everything else. One or the other. And match of the year goes to Charlotte versus Roxanne Perez.
The first match that we had that was good. I think the only knock I have against the triple threat is that when I was reading it, I was like, damn, I'm having Randy hit a lot of RKO's.
Did Cena hit any AAs during? He hit like
Yes.
one, right?
He hit one on Randy.
Okay.
I think that was the
Yeah.
only
What's
one too.
what's next?
Next, breakout superstar of the year. I only have one here.
It's either Cora. I'd have two. No, one because he died off like halfway through. He did stuff, but he
He
wasn't as
died.
active.
He
Not
died.
died. It's either Cora or it's Roxanne.
Yeah, I think it's Roxanne. She had the match of the year.
I would also say it's Roxanne. Like I built Cora up to the main event, but I think you solidified her Roxanne more as a main eventer than I did as Cora as a main eventer.
All those people she had to pin. All those bodies sacrificed, not enough. Next year, even more.
It's all of NXT come on down to get buried by Roxanne Perez.
Oh, she got a golden shovel.
About to make that shit platinum.
All right. Female superstar of the year. I got Roxanne, Rhea, and Nia.
Um, I'll be honest, I think it's just Roxanne.
All right, Roxanne,
Like I
congratulations.
could put, but like I think Cora had a great year. Io had a great start to the year. Becky was always involved with stuff. Charlotte, I think I did. She did great work throughout the year. Her feud with Roxanne was great. Her coming over to SmackDown was great. Like I think Charlotte would be the only one to put up a fight against Roxanne this year. Charlotte has her like story of the Royal Rumble of getting screwed with Becky and then starting the Women's Rumble. only to get eliminated by Roxanne at the end.
Alright. Roxanne wins again. This one, this next one, the final one, Superstar of the Year.
It has to be Sami Zayn.
We got Jay, Roman, and Randy is mine.
Jay, Roman. Mine's Sammy. Sammy Drew or Karrion Cross.
Who will the gods decide? My opinion.
Like, my heart says Sammy deserves this. Sammy had one hell of a year.
I think all of these guys had one hell of a.
Yeah,
Roman
true.
Reigns had a hell of a year.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Who did the gods decide was Superstar of the Year? The gods have decided it was Roman Reigns.
Well, it's hard to argue against that one.
It is hard to argue. He held every title to start the year. He closes the year
Eh,
as champion.
yeah, held every title for like 3 months,
Had like 100 matches in those 3 month time span.
defending every single title on every single pay-per-view. Uh, it's understandable. I could see it,
I can see it too. The only knock would be like that break he had, but
but sometimes you gotta take a break.
yeah,
He wasn't even gone for that long, was he? He was like 6 months
it's like
actually.
I don't think it was 6 months. It's like 2 or 3 months maybe. He was not in anything.
uh, where the tape? Go roll back the tape. Uh, my channel, view
I
channel, match videos. His last pay-per-view was Payback. I uploaded that 7 months ago. He came back at the Rumble, which was 2 months
two
ago.
months ago. Payback. When was payback? Control F. Pay.